Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome. I'm first starting off with this Boscia Illuminating Moisturizer. I like this guy because it hydrates and it gives me a really pretty like pink hue to my skin. Love that guy. Then next here I have the MAC Strobe Cream in Peach Light. That is basically the same thing as my Boscia primer, and I love that one too. It's really good. Next is my Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate. I don't mess around when it comes to oils, and this is by far one of my faves. It's really lightweight, and I can wear it under all my foundations, and yeah, I just like the way it makes my skin look really, really good without anything on it. Super amazing. It's not one of those heavy oils where it just like feels kind of suffocating on the skin. Yeah, super prepped and ready. And there's my coffee that I just can't function without. Here where I was just super duper indecisive about what foundation I wanted to go with. I was in between either my Fenty Beauty or my Lancome, which I always use, and I didn't want to keep using the same things, so I went with my Fenty Beauty one. I love that one. It's super long wearing. The only thing is that it is very matte. So I showed my Josie Maran Argan Moonstone drops, which I mixed into the foundation, and it makes it look really, really nice actually. Nice and healthy and glowy instead of like super matte. I tend to go for a more glowy look because I have more of a drier skin type. But if you have more of an oily skin type, the Fenty Beauty would work beautifully without the oil. I have a humongous pimple. It was gross. And I was using a new brush. A new tool. I usually use a beauty blender, but I mean, it came out pretty nice even with just the brush. I didn't have to go over it with a beauty blender or anything. So it worked out for me. And then I'm actually taking a little sample that I got of the Huda Beauty foundation. The color was a little too light for me for like a foundation, so I just ended up using it as a little bit of a concealer. And I actually really liked the way it looked as a concealer and not a foundation, so that worked out for me as well. And then I just pat it in and make sure everything's blended with my beauty blender. I don't know what I'd do without a beauty blender. Kind of saved my life. And then I'm taking my Kat Von D foundation brush. I think it's a number 25 with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I love that stuff. And see how it's pretty matte underneath my eye, but not anywhere else. I just like to set under my eyes because again, I'm pretty dry, so I only set the areas that I get super creasy, like underneath my eyes and my smile lines and around my nose too. So that's basically the only areas that I take my powders because I like to keep that like sheen on my cheekbones and my chin and my forehead. And then since I put a bunch of powder underneath my eyes, I just want to kind of tame those powders and bounce it in with my beauty blender. And also take a little bit of any kind of setting spray or like a dewy mist and kind of work that powder in. And this is my least favorite part of my makeup routine, my brows. It's only been lately. They've been such a pain in my butt. It just takes me so long and I have no idea why. I'm also very particular when it comes to the way my brows look. And I'm a real big perfectionist, so if it doesn't look precise and like clean, I'll have to start over or they just end up being super dark and bold, and that bothers me too. And there I'm just like dreading doing the other eyebrow. 5 million years later. um, it literally feels like 5 million years, but anyway, I'm just a little bit of a drama queen. So I'm taking the 24-hour brow setter by, or oh my gosh, I was going to say Urban Decay. Benefit Cosmetics. That's their 24-hour brow setter, and it's probably the most amazing thing that's ever happened to my brows. It's like hairspray or gel, honestly, for your brows. It's great. I'm just admiring my work because it took so freaking long. And then here, I'm also super indecisive on what kind of eyeshadow I wanted to do. I was super in between like a super fun, bold, colorful look or just really simple and toned down. Honestly, a daily struggle for me. Keeping it simple or going for that pop of color. I'm watching my two favorite drag queens. It's Trixie and Katya. There's a show on YouTube that I watch, both of them. It's really funny. So that's what I do while I'm doing my makeup. This is the Sephora Pro palette. I love this guy. You could literally use it every single day. It basically just has a bunch of like neutrals and tiny bits of pops of color, which is perfect for like everyday use. You honestly wouldn't need any other palette. And they're honestly really nice shadows as well. Really good quality. They blend really nice, and the pigment is there. Yeah, I could use that thing every day. I feel like my eyeshadow is even so much faster than my brows. Like I could whip up an eyeshadow look in like 2 minutes. My eyebrows just take me like 20 to 30 minutes. It's ridiculous. So I ended up choosing to go with a really simple look, just a bit of shadow in the crease area and some lashes. Here I'm taking the Superfan Mascara by Smashbox. It's their newest mascara. It's really nice. I love that one. It's my fave. Mascara makes all the difference to your eyes, to be honest. And highlight is coming out. It's my favorite part. Sorry, I get a little excited. So these are the custom enhancer drops by Cover Effects. And then those are the Josie Marin Moonstone drops again. So basically it's a liquid highlight. And I like to mix in my Argan Moonstone drops to give it like an even more of a dewy effect, I guess. The custom enhancer drops alone give a really wet looking highlight by itself, but I just like to be extra when it comes to highlighting, so I mix it in and it looks super glowy and pretty, which you'll see. It's really nice, and especially blending it in with your beauty blender, it ensures that it just looks like super blended out and even. If you put it on with your fingers, or at least I used to, it would like make my foundation slide around. So I found with a beauty blender, it goes on really nicely. And I just mix it in the back of my hand. And it just gives you that super wet, like extra highlighty look, which I'm all about. I basically highlight everywhere around my face. Yay! Highlighted to the gods. And then next I bronze with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I use the shade Give Me Sun. It's my fave. I honestly can't find anything else that I like more. Bronzing is one of my favorite parts of my makeup routine as well. It definitely makes a really big difference. I mean, everything does, to be honest, but I feel like bronzer gives me life. And I put that everywhere as well. I go in with another bronzer. That one's by Physicians Formula. Yeah, it's their butter bronzer. I like that one as well. It smells really cool, I guess. And then here, I was indecisive on which blush to take. That one is a Sephora Collection blush. And I thought it was just a little bit too peachy or too orange. That one is Ambering Rose by MAC. I end up taking way too much and having to like remove the excess with my beauty blender. I picked that one because it has a bit of a shimmer to it, and I like to look extra glowy. Here I am regretting my decision. But I fixed it with my beauty blender. Trixie and Katya must have been funny. I was regretting my blush. All right. I was so pissed. Next are lips. I was super indecisive as well. Whether to do. Oh no, we're not doing lips. Wow, got a little ahead of myself there. These are just regular like wispy lashes. I think those are the Ardell, like the faux mink line that they came out with. They're in like a black and white box. You can get them like CVS and Walmart and stuff. Sippy sippy. In the words of Bunny Meyer. Anybody Graveyard Girl fans? Me? Anybody? I either wanted to do a red lip or a nude. Red, orange, orange, red. Red or nude? I chose red. Man, that mixture of liquid lipsticks was on point. I mixed together Malice by Kat Von D. Her liquid lipsticks are everything. They're honestly, the only ones that I could wear comfortably and all day. The only thing that doesn't come off when you eat, doesn't come off when you drink or kiss or anything. They last all day. I also mixed in a liquid lipstick by Bare Minerals. It's called VIP, which I ended up really liking. That combo together looked really great. So yes, yay! Completed look. And excuse my camera falling here in just a second. You'll see. Bye.